Hey everybody, I am out here on the beach today. I just wanted to talk really quickly about one of my posts that had a lot of popularity and a lot of people asking me about, where I posted about comfort versus peace. And it's something that a lot of people get really confused because they find comfort in something and maybe it's momentary peace. It's peace in just the instant, because how they're finding comfort is actually an escapism. And we all are guilty of this, everybody is. But the idea is to take your escapisms, whether it's alcohol, drugs, food, sex, just sitting on the couch and watching television, playing games, whatever you do for a binge to relax, to stress, let the stress drain away, to be free for things, to not, anything you do to take your mind off of the daily stresses of health and bills and relationships and jobs is an escapism, but it's not peace. And the way you know that it's not peace is because when the escapism is over, your relaxation time is over, you wake up to this reality and all of your stresses are still there. Sometimes they're added to by other stresses. Sometimes they're just multiplied because you've been ignoring them. So what is the difference between comfort and peace? Comfort is just that. Comfort is a nice bed or a warm hug from a friend or a loved one. Comfort is a piece of chocolate cake or a beer at the end of the night. Anything that you get a little bit of relief from and gratification is comfort, something that just is a feel-good moment. I'm not saying that those aren't healthy, but if you just come home and you're playing video games for hours and hours until you're so exhausted you have to lay down and close your eyes, there gets to be an aspect of that comfort, that escape, that is very unhealthy. If you just come home and you have to drink all of your stress away, there's an aspect of that that's unhealthy. It's actually adding stress to parts of your life, whether it's your loneliness or your broken relationships or the fact that you're not doing anything productive to help relieve that stress even more. It's not true peace. My number one prescription, say, that I give to people to help promote actual peace in their experience of life is meditation. The thing about most escapisms that people don't recognize, and they just fall into the continuous downward spiral of this escapism trap, is that most escapisms are very comforting and feel very good, but they're very passive, meaning that we just completely hand all control over to whatever it is we're escaping to, whether it's porn or food or sex or drugs or alcohol or video games. It's all very passive. Television, all of it is quite passive. And so that means you're just sitting there in this dull state of mind, having handed all control over to this fixation that you're hoping is going to feel good and maybe this time lasts a little longer than it did last time. But there is minimal participation in it. And so the fix is barely a Band-Aid. Because if your body doesn't heal a wound, that wound is only going to fester. The body's not passive in healing, but many of us get to this state of mind where we're simply passive to our healing. And we just hope things are going to get better. And sometimes they do, but often that's temporary as well. So I always give people the practice of meditation, even if you know zero amount of meditation. I tell people, just pretend, fake it. What do you think meditation is? Is it just sitting and listening to your breath? Try that for 5 minutes. And you'll notice that it's difficult when you first try it. Your mind always interrupts and tries to chip in and tell you a whole bunch of things. It tries to make you worry about things that it thinks that you should be paying close attention to. Often it's the very things that you're trying to escape from when you're eating food or watching television or surfing the internet mindlessly. Just sitting and focusing on your breath, controlling your breath, is a really big start to alleviating anxiety, because it's something that you are participating in fully, and it's something that you're building control with, and it's true control. And a lot of anxiety and depression and nervousness and stress is rooted in the nature of not having control. And then we try to get control in other things. We try to control other people's behaviors, to conform to what we believe. We try to control our surroundings. None of this brings peace. Even if we control our spouse or our loved one, our intimate other, we're still going to be the same. They're going to be doing what we want, but we still experience that anxiousness, that tenseness, that part of us that needs release, that we want to escape from. So the only true peace is deep within. And when people ask me, how do I get that? We all have heard peace is within. Our true escape, our true freedom from all stress comes from within. And people who tell me they understand that, they just don't know how to get it, I tell them, spend 5 minutes just listening to your breath, controlling your breath, breathing in, breathing out, and just noticing everything you can notice about it. Notice how it feels, where in your body you feel it, what the sensations that you feel, what they are, how you would describe them. Just concentrate on your inhalation. Notice how it happens. Notice what all goes on. Concentrate on your exhalation. Just hold that focus there. Even when your mind comes in to interrupt and comes in to sprout ideas within you and pull you out of this practice, just notice the thoughts that come up. But continue to focus on the breath. And that is a heck of a start. It's a really good start. Focus on relaxation and focus on real, true, deep relaxation. What would it take to truly be at peace as you breathe? What would that breathing be like of someone who is truly at peace and didn't react in harsh ways and treated themselves kindly and gently and was able to react not with emotion, but with logic and understanding, and able to form a plan and allow all the drama to just release? What would that breath be like? And then just notice how you're breathing and allow that breath to take over. And just try that for 5 minutes now.